What's up, everybody? Hello. Oh, yeah, there we go. We got it on there. Mike was on. What's going on, everybody? Appreciate you being here. Welcome to the Bristol night race practice and qualifying. And we're ready to have a good time here this evening. We got NASCAR Xfinity Series Food City 300 also coming to you tonight on the channel. And then CeeLo's making his way tomorrow morning to East Tennessee to sit in the Bass Pro Shops night race. So I'd love to do some studio action here with you guys to bring you some fun. So appreciate everybody being here. Thank you so much for being here. And what's going on, Shangram? What's up, Zach? Good to see you, Terho. Welcome, Pokemon. What's up, Triton, man? Good to see you, buddy. Shane Richards, hello. What's up? Welcome. Let's got Pokemon. What's up, Bronny? As always, Gregor, hello. Appreciate you being here. Marcus and Rocky Tap, what's going on? Sorry, the stream wasn't up for a long time. I was really busy today, so I didn't get a chance to do all that stuff. But I got it going here for you, Surf Bum, becoming a rookie member. What's up, man? Good to see you. So let's get into the practice. This is Group 1. This is non-playoff drivers. Playoffs. So non-playoff drivers in this Group 1 session. So let's take a look at the practice here and qualifying for the NASCAR Cup Series Bass Pro Shops Night Race Practice Group 1. All right, so there we are. Justin Haley right now with the fastest practice right now. Then Carson Hocevar, Keselowski, McDowell, AJ Allmendinger. So there is that. The cars aren't even displayed where they usually are. Yeah. I didn't have time for that. So it is what it is. So hope you guys are doing well tonight. Appreciate you being here. Thanks so much for hanging with us, guys. Ooh, the 51's having some issues. The Arby's car, the Arby's Classic car. I didn't see that one on the maybe I just missed it, but I didn't see that on the paint scheme preview. I guess that didn't make it. Been sick, but I'm back, dude. Awesome, man. Glad you're back, sir. Bum. Good to see you. Welcome. I'm sorry Hamlin wins. I'm not mad, but I like Chase Elliott. I've never really been a fan of Denny Hamlin. That's okay. That's okay. Let's see here if I can get the back on here. See if this will work. Work? No, I'll have to use. Okay. I don't understand some of these things here, man. 1 second, y'all. I'll get it going here. We appreciate you being here. My group 1 practice. Let me get that set up first, actually. Group 1 practice here. The playoff drivers will be in Group 2. Larson dominated this race last year. The last 2 he's dominated. Denny Hamlin is another one that's dominated here. So that should be interesting. All right. There's that.
Race for the win this weekend. Absolutely. I think Bubba's in great shape. William Byron plus 39 should be okay. Reddick plus 37. We talked about the two joking.
What's up, Big Way? Good to see you. Bob. Not yet, Bob.
Then you have Christopher Bell at plus 32, kind of in a tweener land right there. But that was a man who was absolutely hot out of his mind after the race last week and finishing 7th. I don't think I've ever heard Christopher Bell that bad on the radio. Thought he had the best car, and he wound up finishing 7th. Didn't like the pit strategy. Let everybody know it. Yeah. Rest of the conversation, Adam Stevens comes on the radio and said 7th place. That's what we needed to do here today. You hear spotter Tab Boyd saying good run, and then you hear Christopher Bell yelling, "Why are we always the last to come to pit road?" And again, that's just a paraphrasing one. Can't quote exactly. Verbs and adjectives in there. Can't speak over the radio.
Adverbs and adjectives.
But again, you know, one
That's
of his
funny.
nicknames is Iceman. So it's really kind of out of character for Christopher Bell to get that mad. I've heard him get a little bit prickly over the radio, but I don't think I've ever heard him be that mad. No. Sometimes you need that. Sometimes you just need to know that the passion is there. Mark, one of the big storylines this weekend is a softer right side tire that Goodyear has brought here for the NASCAR Cup Series at Bristol Motor Speedway. They basically have made the softest tire that they've ever made for Bristol. A couple of years ago in the spring, we saw the race.
Beat everyone's favorite driver last week. That's right, baby.
About laps before they were starting.
How about that 11 in Illinois? Yes, sir.
For an exciting race. Now, can they
Our good friend Ricky got me this shirt.
Go to that extreme?
I'll be wearing it tomorrow.
Again, lap time drop off as the tires wear out. And they also put some sticky stuff down on the racetrack. They reapplied it today at noon. Right on the bottom of the racetrack. It's dark and it's black. I guess it's the K1. And it almost, to me, blends part of the racetrack.
He beat everyone's favorite driver last week. That's right.
I thought the Lane Riggs might have gotten in a little bit of trouble on the opening lap of the truck race last night because you dive in there and it just looks all black. And then you
Christopher Bell does. There's Rowdy.
To Mark's point, you cannot see the yellow line in certain parts that delineates the banking of the racetrack to the less severe banking of the apron. You can't see that, especially at night. It's tough to see now. Almost.
What's up, CeeLo? Let's go playoffs. Let's go.
So it's going to be a lot of fun. And that strip of PJ.
You can't steer the car.
They use resin on the racetrack, but that strip of PJ1 about wide enough to put your left side tires in it. It's not wide enough to put the whole car in it. The reason why they do that, as things go on in the race, this track moves to the top.
Spin that like, y'all, trying to get to 100 likes.
What they want to do with the resin is
100 likes. Help us out.
Another lane to race in. You can't all pass each other if you're all running in the same group.
Wish I was at Bristol. My brother lives in Tennessee.
Challenging Corey Heim.
Be there tomorrow.
The bottom took the high side and used the banking to get a big run out of the corner to just barely stay.
Oh, they are delicious, Bronny, but
go back to the bottom.
Bad paint job.
Go to the top trying to get it done.
Bad luck.
Very interesting. Definitely two different.
But if the shirt's on sale, I'll be buying it.
With the Xfinity Series, to a certain extent, they widen out a little bit. For the Cup cars, they'll race up and down the racetrack. They'll try to create 4-lane before it's over.
What up, T-Van?
What can you tell us about this Goodyear right side?
You gonna buy me a Bell Championship shirt? All right.
Folks at Goodyear earlier this morning, and they were saying the big thing about this tire is to make it.
I'll wear anything, y'all.
Hotter temperature.
You want to buy me something? I'll wear it.
It's similar wear as the tire did earlier in the spring.
You like Hamlin?
And it's hotter. Now, Chris Ravel.
I'll write that down. Let me screenshot that, Bob.
No tire test to check this out. So as a competitor, he's got a lot of question marks. But
yeah, 3 cars for tomorrow night's race.
Listening to the event is that we're going to have to see these teams and drivers adapt in real time, and I would say that is quite the spectacle. So right now, as teams are getting their early and initial laps on the track, they're learning a lot about this tire.
Mark, you know why there was no Goodyear tire test here with the new right side tire? They didn't have time after they played baseball. We were playing a Major League Baseball game, the biggest crowd ever for an MLB game right here at Bristol Motor Speedway.
Got to read both. Oh, okay. Sorry. Like the 25. Okay. Hold on. Let me read it.
I mean, that is something that
he's
cannot
bringing
be duplicated in another ballpark. I guess call it a ballpark. Once that day, they had a Chevy Corvette around the racetrack and ran a lap. So everyone's got their own celebration.
I don't think it's the Daytona car. Are there those 2 different engines?
Anytime you have an unknown, we
gotta read both.
I talk about we being the race fans.
I like Hamlin.
What these drivers do. So
got it.
Call this a cold turkey cutoff race.
Like the 20, number 25.
There's a little alliteration for you. Well, right now, Spire Motorsports is at the top.
He's
of the board.
Denny Wallen this weekend.
He has been out there for 45 laps, as has teammate Carson Hocevar. Brad Keselowski is third quick. Fourth is Michael McDowell. AJ Allmendinger is
for
fifth.
Sure. For sure, I'll wear it.
Zane Smith, ninth.
Thank you, Wayne. I appreciate it, buddy. We try to talk to everybody, man. That's what we're all about, bro.
Daniel Suarez, 14th, 15th. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Then you have Brandon Jones. Eric Jones.
All right, give a thumbs up. Help us out. Trying to get to 100 likes. Only at 33.
17th, 18th, Kyle Busch. That's a bit of a surprise. Then Cody Ware, 19th. Chad Fincham in 20th. 10-lap average. Justin Haley has the best 10-lap. That's 15 as well. And as we have seen,
what's the name with Justin Haley? He practices so well, but when it comes to the race, he sucks.
Wendy Venturini, Colic Racing has been pretty strong here of late. What can you tell us?
Right now, AJ Allmendinger, 5th fastest in this practice session, has been pretty good. He feels like he needs to turn a little bit better in the center, but the drive-off wasn't too bad. He mentioned the PJ1, which we haven't talked a lot about, but he said if he touches that left front, it's kind of snapping him loose. So I'll let you guys discuss that a little bit more about our PJ1. But AJ Allmendinger feels really good coming into Bristol Motor Speedway. He finished with a top 10 here earlier this season. In fact, 5 of the last races, twice he's finished in the top 10. AJ Allmendinger and that.
Because the other cars could manage to drive in traffic, he just can't.
This weekend here at Bristol.
Yeah, for sure.
Justin needs Childress back.
Watching with Colin Racing, Mark. It was announced that when
Childress, yeah.
Childress next year, Colin Racing
Rodney. It's simple.
Team. They'll be driving Ram trucks. On the Cup and Xfinity side of things, they will still be a Chevrolet team based on the campus of Richard Childress Racing.
Haley needs to go back to Ford.
Sure how that's going to impact the relationship.
David Thomas, what's up, man?
One thing we know right now, Colin Racing is starting to get the pendulum swinging really in the right direction. It will start a lot of rumors up around Welcome, them going to Dodge on the same campus as RCR. It's already started. Just saying. I like the way Chris Rice described it and said we will have firewalls built in between the Ram truck side of things and the Chevrolet side of things. And where that goes in the future, we'll have
Can't wait to see Dodge. It should be interesting. Who you got winning this weekend? I got Chase or Bell. I'm going Chase Briscoe. I got Briscoe winning it.
They're roaming back and forth.
First at Darlington.
It's a great move for Colin Racing.
Second last week.
You know, it's certainly good to have another manufacturer coming into the sport. That shows you the health of the sport. They want to come in and look, there are Mopar fans everywhere just ready to climb out of the closet and put their T-shirts back on. Absolutely. I think it's a great thing for the sport anytime you get a new manufacturer in and you get someone new investing into the sport, which I think is wonderful. We have 9 minutes.
Cowboys wins. Lawson, he's overdue.
NASCAR Cup Series again. Justin Haley, Carson Hocevar. It seems like them, Daniel Suarez, they're on a strategy of go out there and run as many laps as you can. I would imagine there's been some talk of if you feel the tires start to cord, then bring it in. But with the unknown of the new right side tire, you've got to go out there and test it. And what better way to do it just to send your cars out there and see how long you can keep them out there. And on a fuel run with Sunoco, it looks like you get what, 110?
You like both of the chases this weekend? I'm pulling double duty. Guys had bad luck since the 13th place finish at Kansas.
Maybe lap run. This is a really good indication. They'll certainly get a good look at these tires, and they put them through the measure here. Now, not certainly 160 laps, but usually these teams, when you're putting in 60 and 51, 50, as some of these top guys have done, it's enough laps to really give you an idea of where you're going to be. Yeah, our stage breaks for tomorrow's race, lap 125, lap 250, then lap 500. So they could, depending on tire wear, run out the first 2 stages without having to stop. They'll have to stop in between the first 2 stages.
I hope Chase Elliott wins. As a Chase Elliott fan, hopefully we can get the job done. We'll see, man.
Even if
I was at the last Chase Elliott victory in Atlanta. I was there for that.
We'll have to wait and see. But as the race goes on and more rubber gets put down on the racetrack, of course, it's concrete. A lot of that gets picked up. Tire wear starts to extend a little bit. That's something where
What's up, Terho? What happened with Cletus? 17th, 6 laps down.
Like that race where they could only go 45, 50 laps, and then they fell off a cliff.
Keep hitting that like, trying to get to 100 likes. There's 100 folks in here. Hit that like, all of you. Let's go. Sosa, what's up?
Intriguing for the fans.
Yeah, I was there, man.
And I thought all the teams that day put on their big boy pants.
Yes, it's up on the channel, man.
They said, look, the circumstances.
It's up on the channel, Taro.
Kind of brought it into play. They all adapted, and it turned into a whale of a race. And if you're wondering what that lap time drop-off might be right now, Justin Haley, who's back on the track, he's now run 52 laps. His best lap was a 15.3. His last was 16.
Suarez.
So
wait till you see my Ross car I got from Whatnot. It's pretty cool. Nice. I need to check out Whatnot. How's that work?
Drivers are starting to come on and off of pit road, but I think we're seeing at least a half a second course of 50 laps, if not 6 to 7 tenths of a second, Mark. That's a drop off, and it's fairly significant, but it's not a huge fall off. I expected a little bit more, and we may see that with the temperature.
Yeah, we'll see what happens in Group 2, Bronny.
This affects the DJ1, what they do with this right side, how that affects this new right side tire.
Ty Dillon, 12 starts, 0 wins. And he's finished 15th twice.
Now 60 laps, basically.
Ty Dillon doing Ty Dillon. He's in top 10 right now.
That's not a great drop off. It's enough. It's certainly in the right direction.
Oh, they got Eric Jones in with the Group 1 for once.
Yeah, I look at it in a track that's a half a mile. We're running sub 16-second laps right now. You know, if you tack on 2 more halves of a mile,
That's pretty cool.
5/10 of a second, 7/10 of a second, that's a second and a half seconds if we were on a mile and a half track. So the difference is going to be whenever we see pit strategy. If we get that early caution mark, say 50, 75 laps into that first stage, hey, if someone stays out, we might see either you can do it or, oh, no, you can't. And again, the differences are so razor thin. So I'm talking here now like, I expected more of a drop off, but 7/10 is significant. And again, if you give one of these teams 15/100ths of a second, give them 2/10ths of an advantage, they will absolutely go to the front, lead all the laps like we've seen with Kyle Larson. They don't need much more than 15/100ths to really go out there and show.
Riley Herbst, the overall lap average right now, than Justin Haley.
Right now, this early
all the way. And then Allmendinger at 20 laps.
Practice session.
Riley Herbst at 25. And Riley Herbst at 30. So look at that after practice is over. Hey, he's in Group 2, Jamie, yes. 5 more minutes left in this Group 1 practice.
The track where he's either running high in 3 and 4, or he'll dive down low in 1 and 2, drive up to the wall, hook it over to the left, and then diamond it back down to the bottom of the racetrack.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
They're able to run all over this racetrack this early in practice. Looks to me
you don't
like
see too many presidents at regular baseball games. But it was 9/11, so.
Let's go back down to Andrew Curley.
Yeah, one guy I want to focus on in this practice session, and it's a guy whose name is synonymous with Bristol Motor Speedway, is Kyle Busch.
We see those 8s. Rowdy.
He has won in 10 starts and is currently 18th on the leaderboard in this practice session. They've already brought him down a few different times to make adjustments, but Kyle Busch and that A team, they're not in the playoffs and are
playoffs
struggles this season and at this
playoffs.
So let's see as if they can turn it around the rest of this.
Keep hitting that subscribe too as well. Help us out, y'all.
Times before, he certainly knows how to get it done, but not found that same success going from Joe Gibbs Racing over.
He's my dark horse, Zach.
This time last year, the tough thing rather, this time last year, it seemed like Kyle Busch was starting to get on the upswing. He had a couple of runner-up finishes.
He used to go all the games in Washington. That's pretty cool.
But it seemed like they were doing some big things. I don't know that we felt that from them at any point this season.
What's up, Trenton? Dropping those 8s, man. What's up, dude?
Teammate Austin Dillon is in the playoffs by virtue of that win at Richmond Raceway. I just don't know that I felt like.
I think I like PRN better, y'all. What do you think? You like PRN or MRN? Which one do you like better?
Nowhere near the great you need to be to win a race, and that's at the top of.
I'm a Titans fan, Zach, but you know.
Business, you might as well say that's.
I don't watch it too much.
That's true. You wanted to see Kyle Busch go to victory lane a lot this year. You needed to go to the Tuesday night shootout Legends car races over the summer at Charlotte Motor Speedway. He was doing pretty good in the Masters class.
What's up, Jay? Good to see you.
Class there.
One has Brett McMillan, yeah.
Shane Van Gisbergen was running the summer shootout at Charlotte Motor Speedway as well. And I was talking with Richard Berg at the track just the other day. And he was saying, you know, and talking to Van Gisbergen.
Practicing, Brian. We're at practice. We got 2 minutes left. 2 minutes and 42 seconds left in Group 1 practice.
Really helping me with what I'm doing on ovals in the Cup car. That's been his weak point. Obviously, that's not what he grew up doing. Pretty amazing to think that going out there and running a quarter-mile track on the front straightaway in a 5-inch scale car like a Legends.
You're welcome, Brian.
It's helping Shane Van Gisbergen and Cup, but it's showing.
You worked with Brett at WSOC TV Sports in 1984. Wow.
That teaches you to be a better race driver. And what are these guys dealing with at this level? A car with more engine than tire. And it's always.
We were just talking about presidents going to baseball games. We weren't really talking about politics. We were just talking about presidents going to baseball games. Nothing, no politics on that.
It's one of the many things.
Yeah, Al Geyer. I couldn't do that. I was working, y'all. I was working.
Bubba Wallace, Kyle Busch. You got Scott McLaughlin coming over from IndyCar to run the summer shootout as well this past season, which has been a fun thing. Mark, we've got about a minute left in Group 1. Then we get Group 2 out there.
Now, I want to look at the guy who is currently at the top of the board, Justin Haley. Actually, two Spire cars are at the top of the board.
Did you hear about? No, we're not going to talk about that, man. We won't talk about that.
He said he was just a tick tight in traffic.
We can talk about presidents going to baseball games, but we're not talking about that. Okay?
Garage, especially with this PJ1.
Yeah, sorry, it's back.
Built up. The cars.
The laptop just turns it off every once in a while.
As his first practice session ends, feeling pretty good about his car.
Haley, the fastest overall, the fastest over 5 laps, 10 laps, and 15 laps. Teammate Carson Hocevar second quick. Third was Brad Keselowski. Micah McDowell fourth. Fifth, A.J. Allmendinger. Ryan Preece sixth.
It's all good. It's all good.
Zane Smith. Ninth, Cole Custer. Noah Gregson 10th.
This Group 2, all the playoff drivers are in Group 2.
Daniel Suarez follows.
Can we talk about the NASCAR's most popular driver not on the track?
And Austin Hill, 16 and 17. Kyle Busch was 18th, 19th. Cody Ware, Chad Fincham in 20th. So Justin Haley, you talked about, he's got the fastest lap, the fastest 10 and 15 lap average. He also ran the most laps at 78. When we come back, the playoffs drivers, Group 2 practice here at Bristol Motors.
All right, so Group 2 coming up here in just a second. Let's go through the lineup here of who was fastest, and then we'll go look at our lap averages like we always do in Group 1. What's up, Craig? Good to see you. Appreciate you being here. Kenneth Clark, hello, hello. 24 for the win. Vols for the win. Let's go, Richard. I love that Vols truck last night for the truck series. If there is one at Bristol this weekend, there's a shirt, I'm buying it. Justin Haley, first place. Carson Hocevar is second. Third is Brad Keselowski. Third fastest. Michael McDowell, A.J. Allmendinger, Ryan Preece, Riley Herbst, Zane Smith, Cole Custer, Ty Dillon, Noah Gragson, Todd Gilliland, Corey Heim, Daniel Suarez, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Eric Jones, Austin Hill. He is in that third RCR car for the Cup Series this weekend. He's doing double duty. Kyle Busch, 18th fastest. Cody Ware, 19th. 20th is Chad Fincham in that 66 Ford. And Chase Elliott hasn't practiced yet. Lane Riggs won. All right, so let's take a look at the lap average times here. Let's take a look at the lap average times. Make sure you can see that. Riley Herbst had the overall lap average, and then you had Justin Haley with a 5-lap average with Keselowski and McDowell, and then Justin Haley, McDowell, A.J. Allmendinger, and then Justin Haley as well, Allmendinger, Zane Smith, and then Allmendinger, Justin Haley, Noah Gragson, and then Riley Herbst, Allmendinger, Justin Haley on the 25-lap average, and then the 30th, Riley Herbst. That Toyota making a long run there. Riley Herbst, A.J. Allmendinger, and Justin Haley. So there is that. So there it is. The lap averages. So let me refresh here, because if you're watching on a laptop or something like that, if you don't refresh, the timer stops and nothing will update. So we are now in Group 2. Group 2 will include all of the playoff drivers and maybe another driver. We got 16, 19. We got 2 more extra drivers that will be in the field here in Group 2. We'll see who they are. But let me get my Group 2 in there. But appreciate you hitting that like, bros. Or 51 likes here. It's your goal to get us to 100 likes, y'all. We are trying to get a little stream here. I was unable to get the stream up earlier to let a lot of people know about it, but sometimes that's what a notification bell is on. Make sure you're hitting that notification bell so you know when we go live, because if we don't, sometimes I'll just turn it on. Sometimes if we're live somewhere like this weekend, I might just turn the camera on while we're at Bristol. I don't know. You can't really, when I'm live like that, like in the area, I can't really just like plan a stream. So, and it probably been a little different than it was in Atlanta and Nashville, because the signal is probably not going to be too good at Bristol. It never has been. I've never been able to do much, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Practice 2 is where it's going to be at. Let's see the fastest boys. Let's go. Who won the trick right? It was Lane Riggs. I wish Ben Rhodes would have won. Yeah, he was right there, but not enough. Hoping Chastain or Noah Gragson will get the pole. Probably not. Alex Bowman's won the last 2 poles here. So Bob Price says, Denny got that JGR chocolate milkshake maker engine this weekend. Yeah, I don't see that paint. That every time we're in that paint scheme, it does not work. Yeah, make sure your notifications are on all, just like Brian says, so you know when we go live. What's up? Kelly Triton says, wow, CeeLo, I didn't know you spoke Japanese. You said Toyota. Ha ha ha. Ricky, there's my man, Ricky. Thank you again, buddy. I'll be wearing this tomorrow. I'll be wearing this tomorrow for the race, y'all. So be with him bringing that progressive, even though he's in the other one, but I'll be wearing it for you tomorrow, and I'll send a picture to you. But thank you, Ricky. He got this at Darlington's. Hey, if you guys are in a race, you want to buy me something? I'll give you my PO box. You can send it to me. But there you are. I'm happy. Bowman got host of ours pit crew, so Bowman should be good to go. Yeah, 2 weeks in a row, y'all. He was not good, not good at all. But we'll be live tonight at 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock, we will be live tonight for the NASCAR Xfinity Series race. 6 o'clock tonight. We'll see you then. We'll be live again. So, Group 2 coming up here. Let's see. They filled it up yet? Nope, they have not. They have not yet. So let me see something here. I'm curious what this sounds like. Let me see here what my iPad sounds like. Where's the NASCAR? Okay, let's see if this works. Scanner. URN.
You know, you could run hard on it. You definitely could feel. I felt like with the soft tire, you can feel the car kind of move around just because the rubber's so soft and trying to get the thing to settle down.
What up, CeeLo? What's up, Charles?
61 laps there.
Show the back.
It lasted okay. So we'll see. We've seen how this tire, like just the tires in general, been here. Like you cord them, and then all of a sudden we run 160 laps on them tomorrow. More importantly, I thought our Grizzly nicotine pouch Chevy was pretty balanced on them, so we're able to run a decent amount of laps. Get a good
awesome, Danny. I'll be sending you something too.
You want out of your car this weekend? Where was it lacking?
I think it's more driver really. I think a little bit of it is just trying to such a rhythm racetrack, and you're trying to be patient. It's you're so fast around here that it's easy to kind of drive tight or loose into it. The last
Nat man, he's got bad luck in that car. I don't like it.
Kept trying to run.
He's 0 for 2. Big wrecks both times. 0 for 2. Look out for that 27, Craig says. Allgaier did, Charles. We didn't get to do that.
Inside the top 15 to kind of keep yourself without getting lapped there in the first stage if it runs green. So hopefully we go do that.
Okay, good luck out there. That's AJ Allmendinger. He and
his Dinger.
running Grizzly nicotine pouch.
But it is bad juju. You're right.
And black.
Bad juju. It was bad juju for Keselowski.
Right now, the drivers in Group 2, they're sitting in their cars waiting for the green flag to come out. The teams that were in Group 1, they're under the 10-minute clock to make adjustments before they go out for 2 laps of qualifying here shortly. So we had 2 big stories in the first group. Spire Motorsports, first, second, and fourth with Haley Hocevar McDowell. And so far, we're getting a big thumbs up on this new right side tire from Goodyear. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is BRN, the performance.
All right. Appreciate you being here, y'all. Thanks so much. We're in Group 2 practice. About to happen here. They haven't updated the screen yet, but eventually they will. They got Chase Elliott on there, but we'll see if they bring in Group 2 here. Practice 1. They just have practice in there. So yeah, they got nope, not yet. Not yet. Tonight, we'll be bringing you the NASCAR Xfinity Series race tonight, the Food City 300 flag-to-flag coverage, like we always do every Saturday, but it's on a Friday night tonight. Make sure you go check out the Paint Scheme and Race Weekend preview vlog. The algorithm got mixed up on that because we were going back-to-back, so I don't know, a lot of people didn't really look at that. So make sure you go check that out. Make sure you comment on it, too, and hype the video. We get that going. It's only got like 300 views, but of course we always release it on a Friday, so we released it on a Thursday. So maybe YouTube was like, I don't know what this is. Didn't really push it as much as they normally do. So make sure you go check out our Paint Scheme and Race Weekend preview. I should be in our thing. What's up, Paul? Good to see you too as well. I haven't seen it in the has it come through the I don't see it. I'm gonna have to make sure the Streamlabs is doing it because I don't see it. But the Paint Scheme and Race Weekend preview we do every Friday, but we had to come out yesterday because of the truck race was last Thursday. So it was this Thursday night, which Lane Riggs won. So Appreciate the ones that are here. Make sure you're hitting that like for us. Trying to get to 100 likes. We're 39 away from 100. We're in Group 2 practice, and then we'll have qualifying. And then we'll see who gets the pole for the Bristol night race. And I'll be there tomorrow. We will not be on tomorrow. Just FYI, will not be on tomorrow from Bristol. So if you are going to Bristol, we would love to meet you guys. Make sure you message me on social media. I know some of y'all are heading that way. Love to meet you guys over there and say hi. So, heard anything about RCR going to Dodge? I have not. I don't think that'll ever happen, Brian. I don't think that will happen whatsoever. What's up, Miss Tom? Good to see you. Appreciate you being here. Appreciate you being here, Miss Tom. Okay, I think they've just loaded them. All right, so here's in Group 2. Well, we got some of them. Chase Elliott, Denny Hamlin, Chase Briscoe, Alex Bowman, Christopher Bell, Ty Gibbs. He is the other Toyota. He's going to be one of the extra drivers. Bubba Wallace, Kyle Larson, Tyler Reddick, Willie B, Ryan Blaney, Joey Logano, Austin Cindric, Ross Chastain, SVG, and Austin Dillon. So the odd man out is Ty Gibbs, but he's going to be there with his Toyota buddies. So there is your Group 2. Group 2.
About the Hendrick cars and the strength that they've had so far this season. It's been good, but I would say it was almost first third of the season.
I heard Austin wants to go to Dodge. I don't think it's happening, man.
Chase Elliott's had a couple of good finishes here in these playoffs, and especially last week, a nice third place run for him. But still, they got a lot.
You know how many Dale Earnhardt fans that still follow RCR would boycott that and go crazy?
Playoff, like all three are going to go into the next round. Two are already guaranteed.
You know how many would be doing that?
Shape coming into this race. But again, Hendrick Motorsports not to their level, right? For a lot of teams, it would be like, hey, that's great, but not for Hendrick Motorsports.
When we give you practice times and positions where they rank on the scoreboard, this is going to be where they rank on the scoreboard overall now. What we see, they don't separate Group 1 from Group 2. You're ultimately filtering yourself into the entire field of race cars out there. So right now, Justin Haley still being shown in the fastest. He was in Group 1. We'll delineate those for you as we're doing rundowns and let you know.
Denny Hamlin already. Chase Elliott, Ryan Blaney.
Right now, 15.307. Is that fast enough for top 5 speed, top 10 speed? Or is that going to be something beyond? We'll find out, Mark.
And again, the track.
Yeah, clear skies. It's going to be beautiful. I don't know. Let me just check that now.
Something that factors into what we're going to see in this second group of practice. Alex Bowman going by, looking for his third straight pole position here at Bristol Motor Speedway. Team now full-blown panic mode. After two disastrous races here in round 1, they now swapped out a major portion of their pit crew. I mean, they're going for broke here at Bristol.
Yeah, Alex Bowman, everyone but the fueler is new to him on the pit crew. They took it from Carson Hocevar. Hendrick Motorsports has several pit crews that they employ. They lease out some of those to Spire Motorsports. We saw a swap earlier this year between Justin Hayes.
I don't either. They're not going to do that.
Now we see the swap for Alex Bowman.
They would go nuts. You know how many old guys out there that are still following RCR? And if they went left Chevrolet and went to Dodge, oh my gosh. Me, one of them, Brian says. No, nothing.
Hamlin 7th overall. They're the next in the line in this second practice session.
Yeah. And beyond that, you got Chase Elliott, quick 8th overall. Ty Gibbs, he's not a playoffs driver, but he is in this Group 2, 9th overall. Ross Chastain, who will join us for tonight's Food City 300 Xfinity broadcast. He is 10th overall. He's been the biggest surprise for me, Mark, when it comes to what we've seen in the playoffs, in that Ross Chastain's qualifying average is mired in the 20s. And now his playoffs qualifying average is 5.5.
Okay. You said Chase Elliott several times now. Chase Elliott.
As well, Chastain, he's always a wild card in these races because no one, once he gets a car that's halfway right.
67 likes. We're 33 away. You're east of Bristol. Perfect weather. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Nobody more aggressive than
we're going to tailgate tomorrow and everything.
Race. The big question mark, how aggressive do you feel he can be? That's a bit of a cushion. It's not the ultimate cushion. And again, 19 points above the cut line.
I think he's chasing stage points in stage 1 and 2. And depending on how that turns out, we'll see what happens in the third and final round. But if you're in that kind of shaky territory, tweener land, Logano plus 21, Cindric plus 11, you've got to run for stage points. You have no other choice to try to get a little bit more cushion before we get to the end of the race.
So, Mark, Justin Haley is being shown at the top of the scoreboard. Ryan Blaney right behind him, but Blaney is actually not any slower.
15.307. They both run it exactly to the thousandth of a second. And again, at the time I thought, that's a great lap by Haley, but I don't see it being that great once we get the playoff drivers out there. But it looks like it's been a pretty good lap. It's still standing up.
All right, among the drivers here in group number 2, Ryan Blaney is second quick overall. Chase Briscoe, 6th quick overall. This is among the entire field. Denny Hamlin, 7th quick. Chase Elliott, 8th quick. Ty Gibbs, 9th quick. Ross Chastain is 10th quick. We still have almost 20 minutes to go in practice for the NASCAR Cup Series here at Bristol Motor Speedway.
All right, so we are here, Group 2 practice, 20 minutes. And right now, Justin Haley still on top of Ryan Blaney. And Blaney there in second for the fastest in Group 2 practice. And you see your green there. That's them on the track. And then you got Chase Briscoe, Denny Hamlin. Chase Elliott is not on the track right now. Ty Gibbs, Ross Chastain, Christopher Bell, Bubba Wallace. Then you got Alex Bowman, Austin Cindric, John Hunter Nemechek, Willie B, Kyle Larson, SVG, and 29th fastest right now. He needs something better than that. 30th is Austin Dillon, Chris Buescher in 33rd, and Tyler Reddick in 34th, and Josh Berry 38th. So Josh Berry needs a miracle, man. Last 2 races he's wrecked out in, and right now no one can touch Justin Haley. Justin Haley, actually, Ryan Blaney and Justin Haley have the same best time right now with a 15.307. Their best speed of 125.354 for Ryan Blaney and Justin Haley. One a Chevrolet, one a Ford. So that's interesting. I love the paint job on the Alex Bowman sweepstakes car. I like that. Road sweepstakes, it's called. Silver with the purple Ally lettering with the 48. I like that. Nice paint scheme. Make sure you're checking our paint schemes out. Our paint schemes and race weekend previews. As your guys are coming in, we're trying to get to 100 likes. We're 33 away. Hit that like for us. Subscribe to the channel as well. Oh, we lost some subscribers. How do you lose subscribers when you're live? 35,211. Make sure you're subscribing to our channel there as we're trying to get to 35,250 tonight, or maybe 300. I don't know. We'll see how that goes tonight, and then we'll move on from there. Chevy's support for RCR is not what it was when Earnhardt passed. They put more backing into Hendrick. Yep. So, yeah, they're probably looking for a new team, I guess. A shiny silver car. Yes, I like it. It's a shiny silver car.
Bristol Motor Speedway.
I'll be right back, y'all.
Pro Shops Night Race.
Right back.
Group 2 before we line the cars up to qualify. Let's go down to pit road with Wendy Venturini.
On my end of pit road, I'll tell you about Chase Elliott. He's currently 8th in this practice session. He said he does not have a lot of help on the banking of this track. He's having to lean on that right rear tire to get it to cut, which he feels like is not giving the right front any kind of relief. So he is a little bit worried about that. Chase Elliott comes into Bristol. He's finished top 10 in 4 of the last 5 Bristol races, including 2 second-place finishes. So Chase Elliott is strong here. Another guy that's strong here, William Byron. He's 39 points to the good coming into this weekend. Right now, William Byron says he cannot finish the corner, and he's trying to keep up with the tire. So we're hearing in round 2 of this practice session, Group 2, that the tire may be coming into play a little bit more. It could be the track changing as well, but William Byron feels like he can't finish that turn because of the tire. Let's head over to Andrew Perlin.
Yeah, on the opposite side of that spectrum, a few drivers that are currently struggling in towards the bottom of the cut line. Austin Cindric, who's currently the first guy in, says he's definitely loose. So they're going to make an adjustment on that car. Currently 17th in practice. And when you look at his Bristol stats, he's struggled. 13 is his best finish out of 5 races. Also on the cut line, actually in a must-win situation, is Josh Berry, who says he's tight on entry. So some guys to follow. There's some good drivers that are showing.
What's up, Rebel Soul? Good to see you.
We'll need
Anyone got dirt?
Far as the fastest lap, currently 38.
81 likes. Help us out, y'all.
Yeah, that's tough. And Josh Berry, in the limited number of races he's run here, he's only been in the Cup Series. This is now his second year. His average finish is 17.7. And Andrew was talking about Austin Cindric. They do a playoffs media day, which they did in downtown Charlotte before the Darlington weekend. And Austin Cindric, he was just pretty honest about it, saying, look, Bristol is not my best.
It's going to be more trucks.
Bristol,
more trucks are going to go to
Austin
Dodge.
13th among the 16 Cup Series drivers. Now, the one thing they have going for them, 11 points above the cut line. But that doesn't mean that there's a guarantee that you're going to remain there afterward. We've seen Austin Dillon, who's right behind him, have really good runs at Bristol. We've seen him have bad runs at Bristol as well. I don't want to just give that to him, but 11 points above the cut line is one of those that makes it hard to sleep at night.
That's nothing. Again, this is the type of racetrack, in one way, very similar. Here we have a half mile, but very similar to Talladega Super Speedway. Riding around, and all of a sudden you're in a big mess.
You liking him? The watermelon crawl.
And then you're wrecked and you're in the garage. And then the points just melt away at that particular point. So these guys, no matter what the deal is, they've got to get to the checkered flag. If they don't get there, 11 points will not get you into the next round.
Yeah, 500 laps at Bristol Motor Speedway truly is an endurance event. These lap times and laps can really go by fairly quickly, but there's still 500 of them where anything can happen. And then you have to worry about what can happen on pit road with the fact that we have half a pit road on the back straightaway, the other half on the front straightaway. You have a radius that you have to run around if you have to pit under caution. If you don't, oh, and you're pitted on the front stretch. By the way, under green, I'm going to need you to come on to pit road in some place where you haven't all night. A lot of different things can challenge these teams and drivers, but that's what makes Bristol what Bristol is and the legend that we have here in Cup.
Back in the day, Sterling Marlin said it was trying to fly jets in a gymnasium. Bobby Allison once told me that because, of course, 500 laps, that means basically you've got 500 turns on one side of the racetrack, 500 on the other. So
exactly, Jake. We don't any of those sources. CeeLo, did you others not believe me? Yeah. You were firm on your decision on that SVG not making the second round.
On these race cars, drivers, and teams.
Mark, let's take a look at the playoffs drivers and where they are now. And I want to go backwards. Josh Berry is 38th overall among all of the Cup Series drivers. That puts him last as a playoffs driver. Tyler Reddick, and again, his Bristol in the next-gen car hasn't been that great. Honestly, good for Tyler Reddick that he had a strong Darlington race and finds himself.
They're calling racing's going next to Ram next year.
Drivers. Joey Logano, 31st. Austin Dillon, 30th. Some of those names surprised me, but again, if you look at their next-gen stats, that's kind of where they've been.
Kyle Larson, the dominator lately here at Bristol, he is currently only 27.
Will you be dissing me? No, not at all.
A little bit farther, Cindric in 17th, Bowman 16th.
Keep in that like, subscribe. We're 19 likes away from 100. Help us in the like. Subscribe to the channel.
During qualifying itself, because Alex Bowman's won the last two pole starting spots here at Bristol, which has been great. When you start to look at his next-gen numbers at Bristol and the things that he's been able to do, he's literally right in the middle of the pack. He's 8th overall in terms of points collected. But if you're Alex Bowman, you can't look at tomorrow night's race and think about points. You have to think about only one thing, taking the checkered flag.
Everything for them is all about that. Certainly for Josh Berry, again, same thing. They don't have, and I guess that kind of frees you up a little bit. What's your strategy? Haven't got one. We're just we're going for the checkered flag, and sometimes that frees up a driver, frees up a team to maybe try something.
Ozzy, good to see you, man. What's up, dude? Good to see you, bro.
And what's so important about qualifying here? Talking to Chase Elliott, he was the runner-up in this race a year ago. Thought he might have been able to win it, but he had a bad pit stall. Why did he have a bad pit stall? Because he didn't have a great qualifying effort. And I think that is one of the key things about qualifying at Bristol. Do you get a good hit? Do you get a good in, good out? Do you get both? Or do you get neither?
What's up, Butterfly? Good to see you as well.
Like 10th in this practice session. Overall, he says the car is pretty good, which is good feedback that the one team wants to hear. But Ross is currently 19 above the cut line, and he was asked earlier in the media center, how safe can you feel being, 19? You can point your way through, but you have to have a solid race. Chastain had a pretty simple answer. He says there hasn't been a standard race since they built this place, and drivers have been nervous walking through the tunnel ever since this place has been around. So even though he's 19 above, Ross, he may have a sleepless night tonight because the playoffs and anything can happen here at Bristol. That's the most important thing that these drivers are focusing on.
Thank you very much, Andrew. We just, Ryan Hornuff here directing for us pointed out that John Hunter Nemechek is the one driver right now we actually see taking the high line of the racetrack. And Wendy Venturini, I know that is one important thing to these teams and drivers. What's going to be the fastest way around and when?
Yes, I'm shocked to see John Hunter Nemechek get bold enough to go up there because the feedback on the radio comms in this group too is that nobody feels comfortable up there. In fact, William Byron just a moment ago said he has no confidence up there and he feels like it will definitely be worse on the top. So John Hunter Nemechek give him some props for being one of the first drivers to go up high. There's about 9 minutes and 25 seconds left in group 2. We'll see if anyone else gets brave enough to go up top.
So in the first practice, it was Brad Keselowski. The second practice, it was John Hunter Nemechek trying to burn some rubber into the top side of this racetrack.
It is interesting. Practice number 1, we did see some more drivers taking the high line, but Mark, looking at this right now, they've got the left side tires dipped in the PJ1 right there at the transition of the banking. I'm not going to call it the yellow line because we can't see the yellow line with the tire rubber at PJ1 that's over it right now.
I think right now the playoff drivers, look, we're thinking all qualifying. We're not thinking about the race at all. We're just thinking, how do we get the fastest lap? How do we get
Bubba Wallace scraping the wall a little bit up there.
May happen tomorrow night will depend on what happens tonight here at Bristol Motor Speedway.
Lap count is something that
Look at Larson. Look at that.
30 seconds left to go in group number 2.
Larson, 27th fastest right now. What's up with that?
For 58. Denny Hamlin's about to click off his 58 lap. Ty Gibbs, 58 laps for him. He's not a playoffs driver. Some other drivers have been coming in for adjustments.
You're a driver on the Bubble Bristol is probably the last place you want to be. Exactly. They are Bristol Motor Speedway, Ozzy.
Out there the whole time.
And watching Chase Briscoe, he's been experimenting with the middle lane here. Now he's gone back to the bottom. Chris Buescher also trying to do the same thing. Buescher actually the last lap went in high, turn 3 and 4, tried to diamond it off in turn 4, which is what Larson did lap after lap after lap. The last 2 Bristol
Hit that
races.
like, hit that subscribe, y'all.
Destroy the field, winning those 2 races.
One of the stronger drivers in this year's playoffs has been Bubba Wallace. Wendy Venturini, what are they saying about Bristol?
Bubba Wallace just climbed out of his race car because he just kissed the wall just 13th in this practice session, right on the right front fender. It's a little bit of black right there. Now, Bubba, when he got on the car, he had a big smile on his face. Guess what? He shrugged his shoulders.
Watch the 48 pit crew perform flawlessly for Carson. Right? That would be funny as anything.
Too risky up there on that high line and kissed it.
13th overall, 7th quick among the 19 drivers. Or do we have 20 drivers? Yeah, we got 19 and 19 in this group. So he's 7th out of the 19 in this group right now.
Yeah, and again, Bubba Wallace, he's not just had an amazing playoff. Let's just look at everything that's led up to these playoffs. He won the Brickyard 400, one of NASCAR's crown jewel events, and they have pretty much been strong ever since. And I know a lot of people right now will start to pigeonhole Bubba Wallace or will continue to and go, yeah, but in the next round you have the Roval. Guess what? He's been pretty good on road courses now as well. So it's really interesting to see with his crew chief, Charles.
Ozzy becoming a rookie member, man. Thank you so much, dude. You'll put those 88s in the chat now, dude.
Team. Tonight, that's his background, and it has shown so much on the racetrack. He's having
tomorrow morning, Butterfly.
Darlington.
Tomorrow morning. Thank you so much, Ozzy. Appreciate that for becoming a member. Everybody tell Ozzy, thank you so much.
The teams to beat. We are one of the teams you're going to have to go through to move on to the next round, maybe even win the championship. Their confidence is sky high. And when Bubba's walking around the
I think that's BS that you had the same crew all year. If you're going to change, make it before the playoffs. They should not be allowed. Yeah, I agree with you, Charles. They should not be allowed to change.
that, you've got a chance.
Yeah, I would agree. I would say attitude and motivation and momentum and all of that are really good for extra spots on the racetrack. Justin Haley from group number 1 is still the fastest overall. Ryan Blaney, group number 2, he is second quick. They have identical fastest lap times. Ryan Blaney, after 69 laps, has gone from a 15.307 to a 16.063. Justin Haley at 78 laps went from a 15.307 to a 16.101. It's almost like we're
88 likes, trying to get to 100. Help us out.
No question about it. In this group, so Blaney's the quickest.
Denny and Kyle have won all the races the last 6 races.
Chastain, then Byron. and
Alex Bowman did.
drivers. Shocking.
After 2 weeks in a row of bad pit stops.
First overall, Joey Logano, Tyler Reddick, 34, Josh Berry, 38. They certainly, I gotta believe, they're going to qualify better than that and perform better than that.
So just to illustrate the difference between first and 38th, and we have 39 cars, Chad Fincham also in this race in the number 66. Justin Haley, a 15.307, his fastest lap. For Josh Berry, a 15.
I'm just saying they shouldn't be able to do it after the playoffs. I mean, that's what he's saying. There should be a rule. You can do whatever you want during the regular season, but after the playoffs, you're stuck with what you got.
Honestly, Josh Berry over time is pretty close to where the leaders are. But you're going to have a little fire off speed. You're going to have a little long run speed. Well, they want everything, but you're going to have.
There's Christopher Bell.
We found out last night in the Craftsman Truck Series race, even somebody as strong and as talented as Corey Hine, if you don't fire off on a restart, you lose 4 or 5 positions, which he did going into that third and final stage, getting caught behind a truck that did not hit, was on old tires. He never made it back. He passed 2 or 3 cars, then had to kind of trucks rather, and then he kind of had to settle in. And that's kind of the deal here in Bristol. You have
Just
to
do it before the play. I agree. Totally.
Then you gotta have
Yeah, right. Practice is just practice. I'm talking about practice.
Over the race.
Denny.
Truck series.
Gotcha.
Or it doesn't
Denny, like Denny. Gotcha.
Like in the Cup Series, when you're in traffic, clean air makes a difference, and you want to find that. Andrew Curlin.
Denny.
Out there.
Yeah,
I'm cussing when I say your name.
practice at
Miss Tom, I get to cuss all the time when I say Denny.
this weekend.
I love that your name is Denny.
Now, he's done a lot of work, studied with the.
You should have told me this a long time ago. I would have been saying Denny all the time.
It's just getting adjusted to the banking. Shane came over the radio over this practice session.
Ah, well, it is what it is.
Center, loose in and off. They made adjustments to the car, but he did not like it. So things not.
He's a Virginia boy. Blue man. What's up, man?
Needs to get above the cut line to make it to the next round, guys.
He's got to win this weekend, and I don't see it happening.
You mean you're a member, Ozzy? That's why. If you're a member, you're in green. And you have your little emoji next to your name.
Found out where the limit is because he scraped the Goodyear off his tires in the outside retaining.
Man, Josh Berry, what's the deal with him, man?
Push it, Mark. That's about the only way you can find how hard to push it without doing some.
9 likes to go to 100.
Call it right.
Which paint scheme you like better? Briscoe's Bass Pro Shops or Austin Dillon's Bass Pro Shops? Which one you like better?
Rear tires on.
I used to watch him at East Slide and Chesterfield run late models.
Number 2, which will end the practice.
You like Briscoe's?
The teams in group number 2 will have a 10-minute clock to make final adjustments, and they're limited on the adjustments. They can't go out there and change coilover setups. They can't go out there and change control arms or different things like that, but they can effectively.
Shark Blood crashing again. Yeah, what's the deal with Shark Blood?
They can adjust the shocks. They just can't change them. With the coilover setup, there are a couple adjustments you can make. The other thing is NASCAR only allows them to jack
gonna be in the shade.
one side of the car at a time. These cars have already gone through inspection, so that still, even though it's independent suspension, will still keep things bound up and will keep them from doing things maybe a little bit, I'll just say kindly on the nefarious side to be able to gain an advantage. So they do a great job of keeping control of what happens in the garage. And you got 10 minutes to try and figure out what you're going to need before you make 2 laps of qualifying.
You can't blame them for creative engineering. I mean,
Not at all.
they're always thinking their way through this and how to gain an advantage. By the way, 9 drivers, almost 25% of the cars here have won a pole position at Bristol Motor Speedway, led by Denny Hamlin with 4. Among the active drivers, Kyle Busch, Alex Bowman have won 2. Bowman looking for a 3rd straight. Christopher Bell.
Why is it doing that? Muting me all the time. I don't think my computer likes me talking anymore. Sorry about that. I didn't know we were muted. Someone should have let me know. Did it just get muted? Did it just get muted? That's weird. Anyways, end of group 2 practice. We're now going to go into qualifying, and we're going to have a good time. So there it is. Let's go through the lineup here. Justin, hey, let's look at the lap averages first. Look at the lap averages here after the second group went here. So just Riley Herbst overall still, Justin Haley still, look at Ryan Blaney sneaking there, second fastest 5 lap average. Justin Haley, Michael McDowell, no. Uh, Ryan Blaney here. Look at Ryan Blaney, 15, 20, 25, and 30. If we have a long run here at Bristol tomorrow night, look for that 12 to move on up. Ryan Blaney, 15, 20, 25 lap, 30 lap average for Ryan Blaney. So there we go. All right, let's get back to practice and refresh. 7 tonight. Yeah, so 6 o'clock. We'll go live tonight at 6 o'clock for pre-race ceremonies for the NASCAR Xfinity Series. And we will be live tonight, but tomorrow there will be not a stream. We will be at Bristol. You'll have a vlog coming to you as well, and all that good stuff. So looking forward to seeing you guys tomorrow night. Maybe on a stream somewhere if we go live somewhere, but we will not be in the studio bringing the race to you tomorrow. They will be somewhere else. So, man, Bush needs to park and retire. Get her done. Says, I know, man. That's who my dark horse was and everything. All right, we're in qualifying, and here is your lineup for qualifying. Let me change my practice. I'm talking about practice. Qualifying. That's all the time. Why does it do that? Is that? We'll get rid of Group B and just use the qualify. All right, there we go. And here it is. Corey Heim, Chad Fincham, Austin Hill, Ty Dillon, Daniel Suarez, Riley Herbst, Todd Gilliland, Zane Smith, Noah Graxton, Cody Ware, Cole Custer, Justin Haley, Ricky Stenhouse, AJ Allmendinger, Eric Jones, Kyle Busch, Brad Keselowski, Carson Ware, Carson Hocevar, Michael McDowell, Ryan Preece, Ty Gibbs, John Hunter Nemechek, Chris Buescher, Josh Berry, Alex Bowman, SVG. 27th is Ross Chastain. 28th, Austin Cindric. 29th is Austin Dillon. 30th is Tyler Reddick. 31st will be William Byron. 32nd is Kyle Larson. 33rd, Christopher Bell. 34th to go will be Bubba Wallace, Joey Logano, Chase Elliott, Ryan Blaney, Chase Briscoe, and the last but not least, Denny Hamlin. So there is your lineup for qualifying. As we are going to have, they get 2 laps to qualify. So that should be interesting. Where's Sharkblood? He's, I just went through it there. So he'll be qualifying there. We'll see how this goes. We'll see. All right. Now, who's your prediction? Who is your prediction for, where is your prediction for the poll here tonight? Who do you think's going to get it? Who do you think's going to be on the poll? Does Denny get 3 polls in a row? Who gets it? Who gets the poll here on here? All right, let's see. Bronny's going Blaney, sorry. Jamie's going Larson. Zach's going Bowman. I think I'm going to go Bowman as well. And 101 likes. Thank you guys so much for that. I'm going Bowman as well. He's got back-to-back polls. I'm taking Bowman. And Denny, cuss word. 5 Larson. Brian, hello. What's up, OJ? Good to see you. Hamlin for the poll for Charles. Another one in the road. Tom says no cussing. Miss Tom says no cussing. This is a family channel. Briscoe. Oh, I might change my pick. You know what? I'm taking that. I'm going Briscoe for the poll. I like that too, OJ. Larson for Walter. Larson for Craig. Blaney for Get Her Done. Austin Dillon for Bobby. Denny's my favorite word, Butterfly says. Zane Smith for Lou. Like that one. The 19 car for Big Wade. Wow, he's not picking Christopher Bell for the poll. Austin Dillon for Bobby. Oh, anybody else for your predictions? Make sure you're hitting that subscribe as well for us as we bring you live practice and qualifying every weekend for the NASCAR Cup Series if we are not at the racetrack. But Linda says Larson. Kelly's going Denny. And that King's Hawaiian. Larson for Linda. Blaney will be the fastest tomorrow night. Rebel Soul says. Byron for WM. Larson for Happy to Be Me. I've almost given up on Kyle Busch. 2 years, nothing, Mike says. Yep. It's tough, man. Get her done, Larson. Craig got Larson for him. Anybody else, y'all? Anybody else? I have Mike. Anybody else before we start qualifying here? Got about 10 minutes before we'll start. Michael Waltrip? Okay. But that's it, y'all. Thanks so much, y'all. What happened here? Go back to it. Qualifying. Do they not have?
I thought my car was pretty good early and stayed good enough to where we could just see where it went, and I didn't really need changes too drastic that I needed to come in and fix it. So overall, a good practice session for us.
Briscoe for Lizard King. Willie B for Jamie. 12 for Ricky. So Ricky. Briscoe for T-Van. Christopher Bell. 103 likes. Thank you guys.
Right now,
Gibbs. Ty Gibbs. Once upon a reset.
That right side tire. It's Group A didn't really affect. They said they didn't feel a difference in this tire, but did you in Group 2?
Not really. I felt like it was very similar to the spring, at least right now. I think maybe tomorrow night there'll be some bigger changes. A lot of marbles kind of started to.
I'm stressed trying to find a place to move. Overwhelmed. Oh no, Kelly.
This year is so hard because the bottom is so dominant. And it gets marbles up top, and then you can't run up there.
This is Ryan Blaney.
The race will get up there tomorrow night, and then you kind of see what your car needs there. But I thought the tire was pretty similar, and but it could all change tomorrow night. Never know.
All right, that's Ryan Blaney. He's led 555 laps here, guys. That's the most of any racetrack for Ryan Blaney.
Ryan Blaney. Orson had a great job on dirt.
To make their adjustments. The Group 1 cars from practice, our first qualifiers. Corey Heim will be the first one. They're lined up on pit road ready to qualify. That will happen when we come back to the world's fastest half mile.
All right. Appreciate y'all hanging with us. We thank you so much for being here. And we're coming up on qualifying now for the NASCAR Cup Series Bass Pro Shops night race here at Bristol Motor Speedway. I'm going with Fincham. Wow, that's a good one, Harley. We'll see. Chad Fincham in that City 66 Ford. That's an interesting one. So make sure you guys are hitting that like. We're over 100 likes, trying to get to 200 likes, maybe 150, maybe, to finish this sucker out. And then coming up, actually, let me do that right now. Let me get the link for the NASCAR Xfinity Series race that we will be having tonight at 6 p.m. Central. So make sure you're subscribing to the channel as well, y'all. Make sure you're subscribing to the channel. And we do this here. That's on that. And coming up next is the NASCAR Xfinity Series. Did I spell it right? Series. Food City 300. Next. And then paste and send. And pin message. All right, coming up next, y'all, is the Food City 300. Coming here from the Bristol Motor Speedway for the NASCAR Xfinity Series, their very first race of the playoffs. Playoffs, that's right. The NASCAR Xfinity Series, Justin Allgaier is on the pole. So we'll see how that goes. But should be an interesting race. Thank you, Christine Metrose. Thanks for subscribing, Christina Metrose. Keep on trying to do that. 35,212 is our subscribe count. We're trying to get up there on that too. If you're watching on replay, make sure you're hitting that like for us as well, as we're a little early. This is a early afternoon qualifying stream, but we wanted to bring it to you as we always try to do. We could not do the Xfinity Series. I try to do those on Saturday mornings early, but this was on a Friday afternoon. I still had to work. So sorry about that. So we'll get back to next week. Is the Xfinity Series up next week, or is it? I saw the trucks are on Saturday, but is the Xfinity Series off next week? Let's see. Schedule. No. Yeah, they're off next week. So there will trucks next Saturday night, maybe Saturday morning. Maybe we'll have practice for them too as well. So here we go. We got Chad Fincham. Here we go. It's why people. Corey Heim on the track. Corey Heim on the track. And that's like way behind. Corey Heim on the track for the qualifying spot. He is in that 67 Toyota. We'll see what he can do. We're headed to the Magic Mile. Yeah, the New Hampshire next Saturday. Trucks next Saturday afternoon. Yes, so Xfinity is off next Saturday. So they'll have their one playoff and then they'll be back.
My vote change.
Okay, what's going on here?
But he is going to be so safe. He's going to
I hit pause and stuff.
as he possibly can. And an indication that we are not going to see some quick laps here, at least at the beginning of this qualifying session, because the track did have a chance to sit just a bit. That's never.
Thank you, Miss Tom.
For the guys going out in the first 2, 3, 4 spots.
I like what he said, though, because right now we're going to look at Corey Heim and go, man, a 16.673. That's about 0.3 of a second off the fastest time. And Brad said, man, I feel really sorry for him because you're just not going to make a fast lap. Chad Fincham, the second to go out, he is at a 16.05.
Playoffs.
And let's go down to Wendy Venturini.
Carson Hocevar was fast in that practice early. Do you think the track is going to change much for your qualifying lap?
I hope not, but we'll see. It normally is looser and less grip, but ultimately, you don't want to go out super early. That's when it's really, really different. So hopefully, where we're at, right here in the middle will suffice. And this Delaware Life Chevy should be pretty good, and hopefully the Hendrick engine shop got the sync tube done.
All right, that's Carson Hocevar. He is seated with his earplugs already in his ears. It's a very loud racetrack, but he is focused and ready to go.
So at this point, we've had only 3 drivers attempt their qualifying. Austin Hill has just gone out for the quickest lap at 15.612.
You hope it rains in New Hampshire. Don't say that, Bones. Here's Austin Hill.
And ahead of Chad Fincham as well.
15.48 for Austin Hill.
15.480, and for Austin Hill,
Boom.
Again, he is running in the Xfinity Series playoffs opener later tonight, the Food City 300. Any extra lap time he can get here at Bristol Motor Speedway is going to be helpful.
Absolutely. And it's been a rough second half of the season for Austin Hill. So they would certainly welcome something that would bring a smile to their face, the team, and of course, welcome North Carolina.
Yeah, Austin Hill actually comes into the playoffs with 0 playoffs points because he ended up being penalized and sat down a race after the incident that happened at Indianapolis Motor Speedway with Eric Almirola.
So he lost 22 points and then another, I believe, 5 that he could have had. So 27 points. Would he love to have those right now? You bet.
I'll bet. Wendy Venturini, what's going on?
There's
down on
Ty
the road?
Dillon.
Ryan Priest finished the best of this
Look at that. 15.67.
Feel pretty confident about your car at Bristol, and what more do you want out of it in qualifying?
Honestly, I feel like it's pretty good. So the Kroger Stoke.
Want to see those rain tires again? All right, got you.
Proud of the car the RFK boys brought. So qualifying's pretty important here. Track position's really important. So hopefully we're gonna lay a lap down.
That's Ryan Priest, who has his eyes peeled up on the big screen. Andrew Curlin.
Well, Kyle Busch is actually getting in his car right now, but he's been watching.
Thomas, what's up, man? Good to see you.
He's using his phone to zoom in on the big screen just to get a really
Ty
good
Dillon,
idea.
15.670.
In the race car right now, it's interesting to look up and down pit road and what drivers are doing to study.
There's
for
Daniel Suarez going out.
Qualifying lap because there's a lot that goes into a fast lap around this half mile.
Daniel Suarez just clocks in the second spot, so it's Hill, Suarez.
Dylan always
Dillon,
complaining.
Corey Heim, Chad Fincham.
Thanks
Then
for the
the
subs, y'all. Help us out. Sub it up.
For Daniel Suarez has only been top 10 qualifier 4 times. Average qualifying coming into this race 22.9. When you start that far back, it makes for a long afternoon.
Yeah,
he would have a good car.
Yeah, good point. He went a little bit slower on that second lap for Suarez, so he'll have to settle in where he settles in. But Brad Keselowski said it was going to take about 10 cars for the track to start gaining more speed. We have 5 of them that have gone through right now. Riley Herbst, the next one on the racetrack, as he takes the green flag for his first of 2 qualifying laps.
Riley Herbst was fast in practice.
Side tires down in the PJ1.
What Dylan's do best is
The
complain.
transition of the banking to the apron, and Riley Herbst is able to really just wrap it around the corner and keep those left side tires down there, and it turns into speed. He is now the fastest out there, a 15.454 on lap number 1.
Riley Herbst, again, as you look at that dark patch from the PJ1, they're also wearing in a lot of rubber now on the outside of that patch, and hopefully that will make the track a little bit faster as we go along.
Yeah, faster on the second lap, 15.397. Remember, the fastest lap in practice, a 15.397.
Riley Herbst. He was fastest, remember?
Justin Haley and
15.397.
Up next on the track, Todd Gilliland. We did see a Love's Travel Stop Ford
Todd
last
Gilliland.
night with Lane Riggs from Front Row Motorsports. Love's Travel Stops is who was on the car for Todd Gilliland this weekend here at Bristol Motor Speedway.
And Lane Riggs did a great job last night. Problems on the opening lap, kicks him all the way back to 35th, drives back to the top 10 to get stage points, finishes, 3rd or 4th in the next stage, and then his pit crew did a great job getting him out ahead of Corey Heim, and that was it, man. Lane Riggs put the hammer down, took it to him, and won that race last night.
Yeah, that was their second race in the round of 10 for the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series. They'll have their final race next weekend at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. They drop off the bottom 2 drivers in this first round. Corey Heim won the playoffs opener at Darlington. Lane Riggs wins here at
next
Bristol
week.
Speedway.
I'll find out for you.
We actually saw a lot of attrition with some playoffs drivers last night, so it's going to be interesting to see what
Kind of out of my hands again,
coming
you know,
at New Hampshire Motor Speedway.
Again, Bristol, if you got through it last night in
I'll
some
message you,
positive
Jake.
fashion, certainly a big sigh of relief. You can get in trouble at New Hampshire. It's just easier to do it here at Bristol.
Yes, it is for sure. And that's going to be a whole different ball game. So Todd Gilliland clocked in 4th. His teammate at Front Row Motorsports, one of his teammates at Front Row, Zane Smith, is out on the racetrack right now. Well, all 3 Front Row drivers are going to go back to back to back because after Zane Smith, we get Noah Gregson. But, Zane Smith already lap number 1 to the top of 15.344 mark.
So he is number 8 now? So we're seeing the track as Brad Keselowski. He didn't just predict, he was telling us.
Yes.
It was not a guess. He was telling us what was going to go on. Zane Smith.
All right, Zane Smith.
24.816.
Zane Smith with the pole. 15.373 for Zane Smith.
Carini with one of the hottest drivers in the Cup Series right now.
John Hunter Nemechek.
John Hummer Nemechek.
drivers to go up high in practice. What did you
Legacy
learn?
Motor Club.
Right now. Hopefully the Xfinity race.
Zane Smith in that 38 Long John Silver's Ford on the pole now.
So yeah, that was pretty good race trip. Maybe a little bit here. We go down, lay down the lap in qualifying and make our day that much easier for it.
What does it take for a driver to go up high, and when do you do it?
John Hummer, Nemechek.
What you got to do.
Noah Gregson on the mound,
Smile.
on the track now.
Noah Gregson, third quick on his opening lap. His second lap, that improved.
Third fastest, 15.402.
5.8. So currently, Zane Smith is on top of the standings. Not a huge surprise. I mean, this is a pole sitter from Talladega. He's been our fastest qualifier this season for front row.
Got Cody Ware, Cole Custer, and Justin Haley next.
Justin Nemechek. Unfortunately, Legacy Motor Club did not make the playoffs with both John Hunter and with Eric Jones. But John Hunter has opened the playoffs as a contender with an average finish of 5th. He had that 4th place run at Darlington, a 6th place run last weekend at Gateway. Legacy Motor Club truly is coming into their own right now.
No question. And again, we spoke about a moment ago how Michael McGow said, look, we need to not only keep pace, but we need in these final 10 races to try to gain more on the playoff drivers so we have a better shot to start 2026 in a way that gives us a better chance to make the playoff. Legacy Motor Club certainly has momentum towards that with both John Hunter Nemechek and Eric Jones.
There's Cody Ware at Arby's Speedway Classic.
Number 4, that means he is
Still
quick.
Still advertising for that? Arby's Classic, okay. I thought it said Speedway Classic. Remember when they called him Alex? I don't like nickname Bowman. How insulting. How insulting, he says. All right. Thanks so much for being here, guys. We appreciate you hanging out. We are in qualifying mode, and we have already 10 drivers or more qualified already. We got Cody Ware. He finishes fifth place, 15.6000 for Cody Ware. And we're going to go to a commercial break. All right, anybody, can Zane Smith hold off the rest of the crew here? Zane Smith. We'll have Zane Smith stay on the pole. Let me see on the number 1 spot. Will Zane Smith keep the pole? Yes or no in the chat. Yes or no in the chat. Will Zane Smith keep the pole with Riley Herbst Gregson in 3rd? Will he get it? Yes or no? Jamie says no, Zane Smith. No for Charles. No for Brian. No for Huskers. And everybody's saying no. What's up, Crazy? Good to see you. Yes for Lou, man. No way, Jose. I got you. Anybody else? Yes, go, no, 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 no. Bowman will get the pole, Rafa says. No for Linda. No for Dennis. Crazy says, but been on the phone with my BFF that needs prayers. Prayers up, Crazy. Bones going Larson. Great hat, CeeLo. Should have added 1 to it. 12 for the win tomorrow night. Ooh, look at you. We'll see. He was fastest, the longest. He was the fastest on the long laps, on the long run. He was up there in the 20, 25, 30 lap average during practice. So look for him tomorrow during a long run for Blaney to move on up through the field tomorrow night. But thank you guys for joining us here today, this afternoon stream, NASCAR Cup Series practice and qualifying, as we bring you all the practice and qualifying on this channel every Saturday morning or Friday evening, whatever it takes. We try to bring it to you. So we appreciate you. We could not do the Xfinity Series earlier, but Justin Allgaier on the pole. But in the pin message, y'all, above you in the pin message will be the race tonight at 6 p.m. Central. We'll be bringing you live coverage of the Food City 300 here on our channel. And then tomorrow, we will not be streaming in studio. We will actually be at the race. No promises on a stream because the signal over there is not good. So for me, I've tried multiple years to stream from there and it's just not worked. So we'll see how it goes. But here is Cole Custer out on the track. Cole Custer, not Cole Custard, Cole Custer tonight on the track. Scanner.
What did you see and what are you looking for when you're going to qualify?
I found a lot of cars around the bottom, Andrew. Farmers, Attorney Chevy. We started off
okay. Balance wise and speed is there.
Your rookies in the Xfinity stream already just went to have to leave a like.
Stock around about 20 and made the
Thanks.
adjustment.
Thank you.
Fired back up again, pretty good, and then built tight again. So
Oh, really?
I got some tightness in the new Chevy. See if
So
I was too loose on the first lap, so tough battle for Phil Surgeon to decipher everything I'm saying and make the right adjustments for fall.
oh yeah.
Guys, that's
Yeah,
what Chastain
Surf
is gonna
Bum,
fly
Ozzy,
inside
and
this
Christina.
number
Yes,
one.
rookie members.
10, and he is ready to go rip a fast lap around Bristol.
Speaking of ripping a fast lap, Justin Haley, quickest in
Justin Haley, boom, 15.279.
quicker than he practiced, 15.272
Woo.
on his opening lap, and his second lap just a tick slower, about 0.07 of a second. But Haley now goes to number one. His speed 125.584 miles per hour.
And obviously his speed transferring over from practice in a good way. So what we're looking at as we look out the window, Mark, half of the track is covered in shade, essentially. The entire front straightaway, the sun is still shining on it. You go into turn one, about midway through turn one is where you start to see some of the shade all the way through the back straightaway and then to halfway around turn number three. That's where we sit with shade versus sun. And after 10 cars, as Brad Keselowski said, the track should get better.
Ricky Stenhouse Jr. next up at the
Boom,
plate.
Justin Haley, 15.279.
Brad Keselowski looked pretty quick in the practice session. We'll have to
Let
see
me.
how he'll do.
Where's
I think he's kinda
Recky?
quietly confident.
Recky.
This was a track Ricky Stenhouse Jr. used to look forward to going to. A couple of runner-up finishes here in a prior generation of race car. He's third quick on his first lap. Let's see where Ricky Stenhouse Jr. can go on his second. Can he go a little quicker? Can he move up on the scoreboard? Boy, does he. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. now the fastest of 15.220, 126.07.
Recky, big time on the pole.
Back down to Andrew.
15.220.
Attention, William Byron, who is getting ready to roll off in qualifying. You finished sixth earlier here in the spring. What have you and Hendrick Motorsports learned, and how do you approach this weekend?
It seems so far like pretty normal Bristol things. So just trying to get our car balanced and make strengths. So we can go in there and hit both ends of the track.
What's that like from behind the wheel? How intense is a lap around Bristol?
It's not that intense if you get it right, but it's very intense if you start to miss it. So
It's good advice, William Byron. If you're doing
All right, the 16, the dinger on the pole. 15.177.
Briscoe, 4 more than Tyler Reddick. Chase Briscoe has the best average starting position, 9.8 with 6 pole positions. William Byron right there at 10.7.
Well, A.J. Allmendinger was fast in practice. That did translate to qualifying. He is now the fastest on the racetrack, a 15.117 second lap at 126.930. Now we are about 0.2 of a
14.89 going to get the pole today, I feel, John says.
The sun is continuing to go behind the grandstand.
What's up, John? Good to see you, bro. Shane, good to see you. Isn't Ricky learning to spire? I don't know about that.
It did for Alex Bowman earlier this year, and I was beginning.
That's on True TV. True TV.
Now I think it may take a 14.8 or low 14.9 to grab the pole position.
Eric Jones on the racetrack now, and when you talk about, think about that, sub 15.
That Jones boy.
Half mile. Less than 15 seconds.
That Jones boy.
Remember Jimmy Johnson getting out of his car one time on the back.
Love that Dollar Tree 43 Toyota.
And he said, that's what it's like here. Like, I mean, it was like legit. His hands were shaking because drivers had described this. I remember Mike Skinner talking about it, just saying, to be fast here, you are literally wrecking the entire time around, and you don't breathe.
I'm just going to say, they don't breathe. And when they get out of the car and they're huffing and puffing, it seems like they take one big breath, they head out on the qualifying. If they're going to go a second lap, they take a breath at the start-finish line and hold it again. It is on razor's edge. When it comes to qualifying here at Bristol, things happen so fast. So Allmendinger, 15.117, 126, 930 on top, and on the racetrack now, an 8-time Bristol winner, Kyle Busch.
Rowdy, let me see my rowdies in the chat. On the chat.
Clear. Have they found speed?
Let me see my rowdies.
Among the 16 drivers that have gone out right now, Kyle Busch is 10th. among them, and he's on his second lap of qualifying.
10th
Kyle
fastest
Busch
for
has
Kyle
started
Busch.
routinely
Says
ninth
9th.
this season, and certainly qualifying has been something that they have not excelled at. And right now, only 9th quick among the 16 drivers that have attempted their speed, and that's going to drop his
15.432.
from 16.6 down to maybe
Stupid Roofer. What's up, man?
And when you see Kyle Busch qualifying, average qualifying 16.6, that's just
What's up,
not
Stupid Roofer? Good
normal
to see you,
Kyle
buddy.
stuff.
Not at all. Brad Keselowski making his warm-up lap.
Keep hitting that likes, y'all. Trying to get to 200 likes. 200 likes.
PRN, the Performance Racing Network.
Thank you guys so much for being here. We appreciate you hanging out tonight. Anybody but Logano get her done, sis. All right, so Kyle Busch with a 15.402. I'm sorry, 15.432. Now Brad Keselowski with a 15.273. And now up to qualifying is Carson Hocevar. It will be next after here. Brad Keselowski on his first lap. 15.273 is the qualifying run for old Bad Brad. Let me see those sixes. We got all our playoff drivers emojis, and we have our favorite drivers as well, because our good friend James. We got some Bad Brad fans in here tonight. Let me see my Bad Brad. Let's see Bad Brad. Bad Brad. All right. Enter. PRN.
I heard a lot of people. It's Friday, not Saturday. I've heard a lot of people throw your name out.
Your last credits to go insane.
On Saturday, tomorrow. So where would you
Bad Brad.
So your favorites?
It is my favorite. So we've got a handful of second place finishes here in the Xfinity Series, Cup Series, on the dirt, on the concrete. So I'd love to get a win here for sure.
It didn't take long for Ricky Stenhouse Jr. to say that Bristol Motor Speedway is his favorite track on the circuit.
Bristol Motor Speedway. Host of our third quick, 15.306.
So our current top five.
Jake says no Logano or Hamlin.
Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Carson Hocevar.
I hope so too, Roy. It'll be fun to watch.
Brad Keselowski fifth. The rest of our top 10: Zane Smith, Cole Custer, Eric Jones, Riley Herbst, and Noah Gragson.
And Brad Keselowski has done something different than all of the 18 drivers.
It's Bristol, baby.
He did. I missed it.
He only made one lap.
I should have looked at that.
That's it. Brad Keselowski was one and
Michael
done.
McDowell.
I guess satisfied with that one lap. I don't know that fifth in the first half of the qualifiers is going to get you a top 10.
15.361
Keselowski's got a lot of
from Michael
experience
McDowell.
here.
15.361.
Absolutely. He can get it done here at Bristol Motor Speedway.
His first lap, his second one there. Seventh.
Get the car somewhat close to everybody.
Seventh place for McDowell.
The best car to win here. He's one of those kind of guys.
Michael McDowell just went out seventh quick as we go back down to Andrew Curlin.
Yeah, standing with the guy who's currently at the top of the leaderboard, AJ Allmendinger. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. said you had a much faster lap than him. How did the lap feel?
Lap felt pretty good. You always can nitpick, and I probably knowing that if I knew what I knew in the car, I knew sitting out of the car, probably got a little bit more out of it. But the Grizzly nicotine pouch of Chevy was really good. We're probably, that won't hold up for pole.
It's Bristol, baby.
As soon as the track gets shaded a little bit both ends, the playoff cars are going to be really fast, but hopefully that keeps us out of the range of that first stage. We had a really good practice to where you're not really on
Michael McDowell.
And then you go racing from there.
Ryan Preece puts down a lap of 15.409. 15.409 for Ryan Preece.
Much Andrew. Ryan Preece just went out. He ran a 15.281. That's good enough for sixth quick behind Brad Keselowski fifth, Justin Haley fourth, Carson Hocevar third, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. second. Currently on the provisional pole, AJ Allmendinger. When we come back, we're going to get into some of our playoffs drivers as qualifying continues for the Bass Pro Shops night race.
All right, so did you say Denny? Say it again, CeeLo. Denny. We like to cuss around here. And anybody think that AJ Allmendinger, the Dinger, can hold the pole right here? He was fast in practice. AJ Allmendinger with a 15.117 qualifying speed. Does he keep the pole here with a 15.117 lap with 126.93 on the mileage, miles per hour. I wonder if they will ever put asphalt back down at Bristol. They racing could be better. I don't know. The Bristol, as we saw last night, it didn't matter. Lane Riggs was out there for 100 laps and he dominated. No one could pass him. So Brawny says, nope. Next up, Ty Gibbs. He'll instantly lose it to Gibbs for sure. Thomas says, real need Bowman show. Get pole, CeeLo. I first picked Bowman, but then I changed it. So I'm going Briscoe for the pole. Chase Briscoe for the pole. Race sponsor. He's got to be on the pole, right? Wouldn't it be something if both Austin Dillon and Chase Briscoe were on the outside on the front row? Both Bass Pro Shops cars right side by side. Big John's got Blaney. He was fast in practice. We'll see what happens. As of right now, the cars that were fast in practice are up there up front right now. So tracks picked up speed just a little bit. TJ said, what's up, TJ? No, going to be the sub 14 second pole for TJ. Lots of bow ties up there. Yep, lots of bow ties. And anybody else? Anybody else with their opinions? No Chase driver wins pole. Chase. No Chase driver wins pole. Not even Elliott's. We thank you guys for trying to get to that 200 like mark, at least 150. If you can hit that like for us, subscribe to the channel. We get over 300 in here. Subscribe to the channel. We're trying to get to 35,225. That's our next subscriber goal. We're trying to move on up. But coming up in the pin message is the goodies, the Food City 300. We'll bring that to you tonight on our channel. So make sure you hang out here. Pre-race ceremony starts at 6 o'clock, and then we'll get going after that. So look forward to seeing everybody back. You'll be redirected as well, but if you want to go over there and hit the like already on that, go ahead and do that. Told my current husband he was earning my PhD. I will be insane soon. Oh boy. We're in about an hour, y'all. In about an hour, we'll be live again. So
Practice and obviously make it better for the race. But yeah, I'm pretty happy. So yeah, I don't know what that's going to mean for qualifying and the race, but certainly so far it's been a good start to the weekend. And see if we obviously got a big advantage.
here's
going
Ty
into
Gibbs.
qualifying, so
Oh, look at that, Brawny.
I was just going to mention
Second.
that to the fans at home. Denny Hamlin's the last one to go
15.944.
after you. What are you watching for in practice?
Yeah, he did keep it.
Now?
And seeing, honestly, if anybody's doing anything crazy different coming to the green, I mean, once you start your qualifying lap, you're going to be right on the bottom. So, yeah, just
all right, John Hunter Nemechek back out there now.
Yeah, trying to go out there.
John Hunter Nemechek.
That's Chase Briscoe in the Bass Pro Shops red, white,
Bill
this weekend.
Again, he's been the
Yeah, that Wendy's car looks
so
good, don't
far
it?
2025 with 6, Shane Van Gisbergen and Denny Hamlin with 3. The other multiple winners as far as pole positions, Alex Bowman, Ryan Blaney, William Byron. Ty Gibbs is now second quick, but he had quite the adventure on his second lap. Yeah, it's a good thing that first lap was fast, because coming into turn number 4, he was trying to keep those left side tires right at the transition of the banking to the apron. I think he dipped that left front down just a little bit too much, because he washed up the racetrack and was able to save it, able to collect it, in no real danger of hitting the wall, but he was also in no real danger of making a faster lap on his second lap. He pulled the plug, pulled the ripcord, and will live to fight another day. Yes, he will. So Ty Gibbs second quick behind A.J. Allmendinger, 15.117 to a 15.142 on the track.
Hopefully
right
Larson
now,
was sandbagging in practice.
Chris Buescher is out there. He's got the orange and black colors on his Fastenal Mustang Dark Horse as he heads down the back straightaway.
John Hunter Nemechek, 15.273. Now here's Mr. Buescher.
Why he's on the left side of the scoreboard, Mark. He is in
Mr. Buescher next.
Goes out lap number 1. 10th quick. He's going to need a little more here on his second lap as he puts the
10th quick on Chris Buescher.
In fact, it looked like he had to lift a little
at
bit
Bodyguard Ford.
But he does go just slightly quicker, now 9th quick. Chris Buescher on the season has been very steady in qualifying. Average starting position.
Denny there, I said it. Nice.
11.8.
I like it.
He's been a top 10 starter 11 times.
Mr. Buescher.
Right now, that's Josh Berry, but we'll go down to pit road with Wendy Venturini.
Denny Hamlin has 4 wins at this racetrack. Denny, how confident do you feel being the last driver to go out qualifying? Is it an advantage for you?
I mean, I'd rather be the last than the first. So Now the conditions are going to continue to cool down, so should go a little bit towards our favor. It's just, do we hit the balance right? Do I do a good job?
How did that tire?
See those 11s.
Did that tire feel any differently today in practice?
Not really. I didn't notice really anything different. The fall off actually seems less what we had here in the spring. So let's see what we got. But King's flying car was pretty good.
That's Denny Hamlin hoping to roll into victory lane.
Roll.
Paint scheme this weekend. It is bright orange. You cannot miss it on the racetrack.
Bad
Josh
juju.
Berry moves to third.
Josh Berry, look at that. 38th in practice.
This earlier, Mark.
Third
Moves up to
fastest.
third. That's impressive.
Great job, Josh Berry. Shark blood.
That a leap. I would say that was a huge leap. The man on the track right
Shark
now,
blood.
last 2 pole starting spots here at Bristol. What he really needs to win is this race, but it can be helped here with qualifying.
No question. Here is
Alex Bowman, the Slowman.
Straight pole at Bristol, trying to match the Hall of Famer Rusty Wallace in that regard. Here he is working out of turn number 4, and the answer is
Lap number 1 for Alex Bowman. 6
quickest. Ooh.
Second lap as he's just above the yellow line that delineates
Wow.
the transition of the banking to the apron. Coming around 3.
Wood Brothers.
It's about more of the same. So let's see if Bowman can grab a couple more spots and go a little quicker on lap number 2. And it looks like he does not. So right now he's going to settle into 6 quick. No 3 consecutive poles for Bowman, but what he really wants is Saturday night speed more than he needs Friday speed, but Friday speed makes a difference.
now he has to hope to get a good pit stall. Got a brand new pit crew. Hopefully he'll qualify enough forward that he can get himself a good pit stall or work out a deal with some of the cars in the back of the pack to get a good pit stall.
Mark, that is a great point. Well, the next driver on the track has only made 208 laps at Bristol total, and that would be Shane Van Gisbergen. Made an early exit from the spring race here at Bristol Motor Speedway and is certainly looking to improve where he is. Has Wendy's on the car this week for his Trackhouse Racing Chevrolet.
Love that paint scheme.
What happens?
He is way down the running order, 16th right
Oh,
now.
16th.
26 drivers. He'll try to pick it up here on lap 2.
Shane Van Gisbergen now drops it down to the bottom in turn number 3. Looks like he's rolling a little
SVG.
in a lot of the other cars we've seen, but is able to get back to the gas. And the second lap for him is almost identical. He did a 15.396
15.397.
and a 15.397 on lap 2.
And when I think about SVG, no matter what happens in the playoff, he gets knocked down in round 1. Hopefully, maybe.
Imagine if he pulls it. It'd be
If he
crazy.
gets to the next round with the roval in it, guess what? He could really make a serious threat to move into the next round. But
Yeah.
even if he doesn't, he's certainly one of the best feel-good stories we've.
That's what I was thinking. If he did make it, he's going to make the 3rd round because he's going to win the Roval.
Slack in the sense that he's trying to.
He's so good at that Charlotte track.
Race. The guys.
And he did well in the 600, too.
And he's done a great job of that. They've improved. It's been slow.
Here's Ross Chastain.
And they'll have to try to take another step.
See those ones.
Yeah, he's moved up at least 10 spots on his average finish on the ovals from the first half of what we've had this year to the second half. Ross Chastain making his second lap. First lap good enough for 6 quick. Well, lap number 2.
Chastain.
And it is not a 15.239, so Chastain will settle
6th
into
place.
6 quick. I'm not sure if that's going to be good enough for a top 10
15.262.
It might not be good enough for a top 15 starting spot.
I don't see it top 10. I give it a maybe top 15.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see because Austin Cindric is coming out on the track right now. Admittedly, for Austin Cindric, this is one of the tracks where he struggles. He does come in, however, above the playoffs cut line.
Playoffs.
Dylan right now. We've already seen one car prepared by Team Penske lay down a good lap. That's the Wood Brothers number 21 of Josh Berry, who is 3rd quick. Now this is the 2nd car out of the Team Penske shop and the first car from Team Penske proper. Austin Cindric, lap number 1 for him. Mark, how well can he do?
See those 2s.
Is going to be number 2 in car number 2.
Wow, Cindric.
Not that far away.
Cindric, a 15.132.
Jay Allmendinger.
15.132 for Austin Cindric.
Pole, he does not. Right now, 2nd quick behind A.J. Allmendinger. I would say for Austin Cindric, that is absolutely the lap they
Boom.
made today.
And again, it will get.
Keep hitting that like, trying to get to 150 on the likes. Help us out.
Maybe top 10, certainly maybe just outside it, but that's a really good lap for Austin Cindric. Has to be satisfied, and now they can check that off look, we've had a decent practice, a great qualifying from where we practiced, and now they can concentrate on the race.
Two Bass Pro Shop sponsored cars here. One a Toyota, one a Chevrolet. The Chevrolet of Austin.
Here's what we got
Dillon is on
left.
the track right now, minus 11 points to the cut line. Comes
Austin Dillon.
Let's see what RCR can put up for a number in qualifying.
A
See those
big wiggle
threes.
from Austin Dillon at the exit of turn 4. Almost lost control of that car. He's 14th quickest on lap 1. We'll have to really charge hard here on lap number 2.
All right, let's see if he's conservative. If he
Austin
pushes it, you have to
Dillon.
imagine he found more if he doesn't wiggle on this one. And Mark, he found
14th.
more. He does not improve in his position.
15.511. Tyler Reddick up next.
Has started from the pole here twice at Bristol today. Right now, you're qualifying from that 8th spot. Tell us how you feel about it and what is your car doing, Alex?
Definitely not good. That'll be about 18th. So, certainly frustrated.
Tyler Reddick.
Today. And then, yeah, like I thought my 1 and 2 was okay. I just didn't stick very well there that first lap and kind of ruined both laps all at once. So, yeah.
Tyler Reddick.
Yeah, got a lot of work to do. So, hopefully we'll be better tomorrow.
How hard is it to pinpoint? Is it one area, multiple areas? Is it the car? Is it the driver?
Tyler Reddick.
Today.
It's probably just a driver.
9th fastest. 15.271.
Reddick, 9th quickest on his opening lap. He's across the stripe.
Willie B.
Lap qualifying run. Reddick improves 1 spot, goes from 9th to 8th on his second lap. So Allmendinger still remains on top. Right beside.
Can't believe AJ's still on the pole, y'all.
Austin Cindric.
When we come back, the final 9 qualifiers for the Bass Pro Shops night race. These are the top drivers in the playoff point standings here at Bristol Motor Speedway.
Hey, Joey Logano.
All right, so 9 drivers left. Tyler Reddick up next. Here are your last 9 drivers here. Make sure you're hitting that like for us, trying to get to 150 before the stream ends. We got 9 more drivers. This will be over here pretty quick. And then about the top of the order at 6 o'clock, we'll be back for live coverage of the Food City 300, the NASCAR Xfinity Series very first race of the year for their playoffs. So yeah, so we'll have a good time here with Justin Allgaier on the pole. So make sure you're doing that, and let me make sure the redirect is on as well. Sure that's good to go. Make sure you're watching that paint scheme and race weekend preview too, y'all, as we put that out here for the liking too. It's way behind on our normal thing, so I'm not sure what's up with that. The paint scheme and race weekend preview. Make sure you hype that. Make sure you hype that video too as well. Help us out with that. That redirect. There's that. And save. All right, we're good to go now for that. So you'll be redirected, or you have the link to click on for the NASCAR Xfinity Series. But William B is going to be the next one. But Tyler Reddick ended up being 8th fastest with a 15.246. We got 9 drivers left, all playoff drivers. Playoffs. All right.
I'm PRN Chuck.
Not yet. Hope everybody's had a good Friday. TGIF to every single one of y'all out there. TGIF. That's your 9 drivers left. Willie B, Kyle Larson, Christopher Bell, Bubba Wallace, Joey Logano, Chase Elliott, Ryan Blaney, Chase Briscoe, and Denny Hamlin. I picked Chase Briscoe. Dobie, welcome back. Dobie hasn't learned. Dobie hasn't learned. Qualifying. It's qualifying, Dobie. Welcome back, buddy. Welcome back.
Daytona 500 and Iowa winner William Byron on the track qualifying as we go down to pit road, and Andrew Curlin.
Josh Berry is standing by watching qualifying, currently 4th right now. It's a big weekend.
We
for
see
you.
those
How do you feel about
24s.
qualifying lap pulling off tomorrow?
Yeah, I thought it was a big improvement from practice. I didn't feel very comfortable at the start of practice. Was struggling, being pretty free, but you guys made some really good adjustments there. I thought we hit a solid lap there. Probably left
Byron.
touch out there with how far we were off to start, but overall, you guys did a really good job.
Ooh, 4th fastest overall so far. 16.220.
into tomorrow night.
They really had to change. I mean, every week we come out here and try to win, right? I mean, we try to do the best job we can every time we're on the racetrack. The same tomorrow. We just need to just be able to move forward through the race and execute, have good pit stops, and just see what happens.
You guys, that's Josh Berry. He's watching these final couple of cars roll off.
Byron just went out. He is fourth fast on the racetrack now. Kyle Larson as we go back down.
Austin.
Austin,
See those fives.
qualifying in that number 2 car. Austin, give us some feedback on how happy you are with this tire and how your car is responding from practice and qualifying.
Yeah, it's been an interesting day. Just I feel like every time we come here, it's
Larson.
different, but it might feel like that all Bristol. I ran a lot of laps.
40 lap. Fourth. Wow. Look at fourth. 15.148. Still can't believe Dinger right here. Still can't believe it.
Happy with wherever we end up really after this, but a lot of laps to do tomorrow and a lot of work to do.
Right, what do you do to approach the mindset 11 points to the good going into tomorrow?
Yeah, I mean,
Christopher Bell going next.
It's going to be our best opportunity to get stage points. And
Big Wade, your boy, coming up next.
We got to have a really good night. I mean, we're up against really tough competition, and I feel like our team's come well prepared.
Okay, that's Austin Cindric. Give him a shout out, guys. He stood around and waited for our interview. Well, he could have been long gone by now, so we appreciate that from Austin Cindric.
He was a really good guy. Austin Cindric. So it's Allmendinger,
Chevy and a Ford.
Byron, Barry, Stenhouse, host of our
fast in qualifying doesn't translate to fast in traffic. That's right. Yeah, the Dinger's on the pole.
Just a little bit of a wiggle, shut it down.
AJ Allmendinger
was doing very well, good enough on that first lap. Christopher Bell, lap number 1 for him. Mark is good enough for top 10.
And he is currently in
top
the 6th
10
position, trying to move up.
Christopher Bell.
More, all the way to the top in the DeWalt Toyota. Here is Bell back to the stripe.
It's going to be cheese brisket.
Going to improve. And he is currently outside of row number 3.
Wow.
Bell and Josh Berry actually.
Christopher Bell.
It's just lap times of
15.2.
Each of them.
Wow.
So if you're Josh Berry and you were practicing in the low 30s, that's not too bad if you can match the lap time of
Josh Berry. Old Shark Blood was not doing. He was faking everybody out.
We have got Bubba Wallace.
Bubba Wallace.
Bubbles.
Fantastic opening.
Miss Tom.
He comes into this cutoff race at Bristol.
Bubbles.
Points above the cut line. Here is a track where Bubba Wallace has been able to drive up to the lead, and he brings that 2311 Toyota across the start-finish line, lap number 1. Good enough for 6 quick, right behind William.
Bubbles.
We'll see if he can get it a little bit more and maybe move up into the top 5 provisionally.
So here is Wallace again, charging through 3 and 4 and to the finish line. Can he pick it up on lap number 2? Some have, some haven't. And Wallace is going to remain in that number 6 position. So with Joey Logano, Chase Elliott, Ryan Blaney, Chase Briscoe, Denny Hamlin left, AJ Allmendinger still clinging to the
Can't believe it.
Well, we know he's going to get a top 10 starting spot. He's pretty happy about that. Ryan Blaney and Justin Haley were
almost 9 time
in practice earlier today. Ryan Blaney
fire that smoker up. Haven't done it in a while. Need to.
Actually moved down the scoreboard to 14th. Joey Logano, he was not good. He was on the right side of the scoreboard in practice earlier, but he takes his Shell Pennzoil Ford Mustang now down the back straightaway. This is a time lap for Joey Logano. This is lap number 1. Again, he struggled in the next-gen car here at Bristol and takes the white flag for Joey Logano. Oh, he's struggling.
Ooh, Joey.
19th quick right
wow.
Well,
Joey, 19th quick. What's up with him?
Joey Logano, he is going to be in the middle of the Hornets now.
Joey.
The green flag on the Bass Pro Shops night race tomorrow evening. And Logano will not.
Yeah, that's right. I love how random races AJ has a rocket ship.
Number 19. And now just 4 drivers left in qualifying.
And just think, he's 19th. Teammate Austin Cindric.
He's running well here, though.
Teammate Josh Berry with Wood Brothers.
Don't mind 6. Better than the first.
Tough for Joey Logano. But the next car on the track right now, he's coming off a nice top 3 finish. Chase Elliott.
There's Chase. Let me see my 9s.
I would love to get a points paying.
Let me see my 9s.
For that Napa number 9. Chase Elliott now midway down the back straightaway. Looks like he carries a lot.
Chase.
Turn number 3 is able to keep it down into the PJ1. Takes the white flag mark.
And Chase Elliott is going to be only 14th.
Wow.
Works on lap number 2 and
14th for Chase? What the heck?
AJ Allmendinger.
15.271.
He's going to probably take a big deep breath with Blaney Briscoe and Hamlin still to take
My
shot at
nines.
him. And Elliott shuts it down on lap number 2. So he, at this point, is going to be 14.
Yeah, didn't even go for it. All right, has the track slowed down, or is this where these cars are? We're about to find out as Ryan Blaney pulls off a pit road.
The big question is the tire. You know, it has the, you know, what, how.
So look into it, Crazy. We have a good time in there.
We thought when Allmendinger went out early of 15.1, you thought we're going to go sub 15, somewhere in the 14s, 14.9 or so. Hasn't happened. AJ Allmendinger has won 4 pole positions on the Cup Series. His last one, 2015 at Watkins Glen. So
wow.
Has his fingers and his toes crossed right now.
He was top 5 in practice, so he does have a fast race car. Ryan Blaney was the fastest, along with Justin Haley. He takes the white flag for Ryan Blaney. Second quick.
Oh, Blaney.
Only 0.003 of a second.
Can he get the pole?
Blaney and AJ Allmendinger. Blaney, again, strong exit from turn number 4.
Good job, Blaney.
No, he just backed off the gas, just coast across the line.
Wow, he must have known. He felt something in that race car that said this was not going to be it. I don't need to push it. AJ Allmendinger, just a big sigh of relief as we have only 2 cars to go.
All right, Briscoe and
among them, here comes Chase Briscoe.
There it is.
His son has won 6 pole positions this season. So
Briscoe, what's up? Damn, I could have been top 5. I ran 15.1 last night. Nice.
Pro Shops Toyota Camry XSE will take the green.
Yeah, 15.117 for the Dinger right now.
Fastest half mile. Just how fast?
I know, right?
Chase Briscoe heads into turn number 3 mark. The next corner, he'll see the white flag.
He's locked right on the
Briscoe.
bottom of the gas at the end of the 4. Can Briscoe go to the top of the board? And wow, he is 32nd on his.
What the heck?
It's a good thing he won Darlington because he's going to have a long way to climb here.
What the heck, Chase?
Let's go lap number 2. It's going to be much better.
My pick to win.
Took the checkered flag.
He moved up to 30th.
My pick to win.
Something not.
All right. Let me see those 11s.
That's a shock right there.
Ty Gibbs, a teammate, is 4th.
Let me see him.
We look at some of the other Toyotas out there. Christopher Bell is 8th quick right now.
Let's see it.
Hamlin is the last Joe Gibbs driver to go out and the last driver to go out. Big win last week at Gateway.
Come on, Denny.
AJ Allmendinger fans, place your bets.
Here comes Denny the hack. It's just short track racing.
We're about to find out if the Dinger's going to ring the bell. Hamlin's in turn 1.
Denny Hamlin, a 2-time winner in the next-gen car. The race where the tires wore quickly. He went to victory lane in that one. Came back and won the next one as well, the Bass Pro Shops night race. A 4-time winner at Bristol. Can he claim a pole?
Nope.
Lap number 1.
And the answer is no at this point. 6th quick for Denny Hamlin. He's going to have to pick it up big time here to take it away from AJ.
Man, congratulations.
Coming off of turn number 4.
AJ Allmendinger.
Toyota for Denny Hamlin.
With 59 wins.
In the 6th position.
So
congratulations.
Wins his pole position in 2025. His first on the Cup Series since 2015, his 5th career. And now that crew sells.
All right, so AJ Allmendinger gets the pole for tomorrow night's Bass Pro Shops night race. Looking forward to seeing this live in person. We'll be there tomorrow night. So no Bass Pro Shops race on this channel tomorrow. Maybe a stream, maybe something. You'll see a vlog for sure about it. But we thank you for being here. We appreciate you. Coming up next in the pinned message is the Food City 300 flag-to-flag coverage of the NASCAR Xfinity Series race. Will be live at 6 p.m. for pre-race ceremonies. So make sure you join us. We'll be redirected as well. And also you have the pinned message. We thank for all the ones that hit the like for us today. We're at 154. We got to our goal of 150. Thanks for the ones that hit the subscribe. We're at 35,218. And we'll have a good time tomorrow at the track. We'll definitely, hopefully have some postings and all that good stuff from the track too as well. We thank you guys so much. We appreciate being here. And I want to thank my lovely wife, Spain, for everything she does behind the scenes. I want to thank my mods for moderating, my members for their hard-earned money back to the channel. Become a member, guys. 99 cents gets you access to those emojis that you see in the chat. $1.99 gets you access to the vlogs that we put out, and for pro membership and the emojis. And then MVP membership gets you the emojis, the early access to vlogs, and you get a private live stream. So make sure you become a member today. Have a good time. Join our Discord. We have a good time after the stream is over, so make sure you check that out too as well. We thank you guys for being here. We appreciate you. We'll see you in about 30 minutes or so for NASCAR Xfinity Series racing from the Bristol Motor Speedway. It's Bristol, baby. Congratulations, AJ Allmendinger. Let's go.